Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the movie Venom. It was directed by Ruben Fletcher, and who has made such films as Zombieland and Gangster Squad. The film stars Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, Riz Ahmed as Carlton Drake, and Michelle Williams as Anne Wang.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter. I found something really bad.
Let the devil in.
I have been taken. We cannot hurt people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Knock, knock, let the devil in.
Venom. Tickets on sale now.
The plot of the film is when journalist Eddie Brock is trying to take down Carlton Drake, the notorious and brilliant founder of the Life Foundation. While investigating one of Drake's experiments, Eddie's body merges with Venom, leaving him with a superhuman strength and power. Twisted, dark, and fueled by rage, Venom tries to control the new and dangerous abilities that Eddie finds so intoxicating.
We cannot just eat people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Nope.
Look into my eyes. Cooperate. And you just might survive.
How you doing, Eddie? You look terrible.
Oh, I have a parasite.
Venom.
Tom Hardy and Venom's relationship is what I like most about this film, as it is the most entertaining, but sadly, it takes a good 40 minutes for that to happen. The beginning of the movie is kind of boring to sit through, as much as nothing of importance happens, and before you know it, the movie already ends. Before the rest of the cast does the best they can do with what they're given. Michelle Wang plays Tom Hardy's girlfriend at the beginning, and Sue later breaks up with him. Her character is kind of there, and then is only useful for one other scene. Riz Ahmed plays the villain, who is generic and forgettable. Riz Ahmed later becomes Riot, who's another symbiote that escaped early on in the movie. He goes to where all the other symbiotes are taken, and attaches himself to Riz Ahmed. At the end of the film, Venom and Riot fight, and it ends really anticlimactic. The CGI is nothing special, and probably will be dated in a few years.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Are you gonna behave yourself?
No.
The script has so many problems with it, which makes me wonder why so many people like it. It's not the worst film I've seen this year, but it's not the great either. It has critics and audiences split between the two, and it's pretty bland. As for me, it's pretty bland and forgettable, but it has moments and things that's for where it's so good it's bad. So, with that being said, I would give Venom a 5 out of 10, and until next time, see you guys later. Is that practice?
Hello everyone, my name is Luis, the host of Plug and Play, your semi-regular dose of video game news and reviews. Hope you're all awake this lovely morning, but if not, well, you know the drill. So, let's get this show on the road then. To start off, I think a lot of you have heard about the new successor to Toby Fox's Undertale, Deltarune. Deltarune was a game that nobody saw coming. One day he just posted the link to a very sketchy website on his Twitter that contained this new game he had been working on for a few years now. Once downloaded, the player is sent immediately into the game. So, Deltarune isn't like Undertale. The battle mechanics are different, and apparently the main theme of the game is that your choices don't matter. So far only Chapter 1 has been released, but hopefully more comes out in the future, as it's turning out to be a really good game. Be patient and stay updated. So, Christmas is right around the corner, and that means presents, snow, and all that heavenly religious stuff, you know, Jesus and stuff like that. So today we're reviewing a game that takes a complete 180 and deals with a flaming ghost guy from hell. Today we'll take a look at a game of Ghost Rider. So, Ghost Rider began as a comic book superhero created by the late Stan Lee, still trying to get over that, and was later adapted into cartoons and a live-action movie where he was played by Nicolas Cage, and some people absolutely hate it, but I don't. Now the video game takes place after the movie, sort of, for Ghost Rider 1.5 you should say. It's before Spirit of Vengeance, but after the first one. So you play as Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider, the Devil's Bounty Hunter, and you're sent to wrangle the escaped demons of hell all over the country. At least that's what you think. Throughout the game, you'll grow stronger by collecting demon souls and powering up yourself and your motorcycle, allowing for more abilities and combo moves to be used. Ghost Rider is sort of a mashup between God of War and Devil May Cry, so if you like either of those two, you'll have some fun here. Now the reason I said that's what you think earlier is because it's revealed at the end of the game that you weren't just sent on a wild goose chase, but instead on a directed path to resurrect Blackheart, the big baddie of the first film. Now the game is a simple beaten up, and like I said, it has its elements of God of War and Devil May Cry, but you do get a lot of abilities, like Ghost Rider's shotgun, the ability to heal through fire, his chain in order to... the chain is the main weapon anyway, and of course his signature penance stare. Don't look into his eyes. This game is fun, simple, sometimes, god I hate that final level, and just an enjoyable experience for anyone who likes beat 'em ups. So, after looking back, I think give this game a 7 out of 10. It plays really well, has good mechanics, it's only just a little old, but it's still really fun. So, that ends this session of Plug and Play. Tune in next time, maybe, for more news and reviews. Until then, stay determined, and remember, don't make a deal with a creepy old guy asking for souls. Merry Christmas, and see you next time.
Welcome to Wait, What? The Christmas edition. The show where we talk about different topics that make you think, wait, what? My name is Brody Frost. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Christmas. The first topic I want to talk about is The Grinch. No, not the Jim Carrey version or the new version. No, not even the old-time classic. This is The Grinch of Wisconsin. Located in Milwaukee County, a 31-year-old was arrested after a cop found that he stolen 175 Amazon gifts. Yes, this man stole about a truckload of what to be assumed to be Christmas gifts off of people's porches, getting him the name The Grinch. Now, here's a video regarding the incident.
People at the Greenfield Police Department are also calling a fellow the Grinch. It's the guy you see in this bit of video here stealing packages from a porch. He's now in custody.
As Kristen Burns shows us, he almost ruined Christmas for a lot of people.
This is everything Greenfield police have recovered so far. Household items, medical equipment, but a lot of Christmas gifts.
Children's toys and piles of gifts and other goods. The delivery of 175 items diverted. Greenfield police say that's because this man, seen here on home surveillance video, stole them all. In one case from last Thursday, he's seen taking 3 packages worth hundreds of dollars from a Greenfield home. It's unclear how long he's been at it. Police say the victims are from all over Milwaukee County, including this man.
That's a Christmas present for my son.
Mike Lasowski had Wi-Fi light switches stolen from his porch last Wednesday.
You would have ruined sort of a little bit of Christmas for somebody.
Police are not releasing the thief's name yet, but say he's a 31-year-old man who was already on probation for receiving stolen goods. They found him because a victim's doorbell camera captured his black Cadillac SUV. 2 days ago, Sergeant Robert Austin pulled him over in Greenfield for not having his headlights on.
There was an Amazon box in the rear of the vehicle that was full of seemingly new and random merchandise.
And why do you believe he's responsible for other thefts?
Well, there was a large amount of merchandise that was found in his apartment, and there were some shipping labels on a couple of the boxes.
Mike Lasowski was able to recover his stolen gifts. Police are trying to reunite these other goods with their right owner.
A lot of people here at the Greenfield Police Department have thrown around the Grinch word, which might be appropriate. I'm just happy that he's not going to be stealing any more Christmas packages.
Ironically included in these stolen goods is a Nest security camera, the same brand a homeowner used that led to this thief's arrest. In Greenfield, Kristen Byrne, today's TMJ4.
Now, last week I gave a review on the mac and cheese candy canes and the rotisserie chicken candy canes, and boy was I wrong. No, not that they happen to be good. No, bother the fact that they were really bad, but the mac and cheese one was even worse than what I expected it to be. After the show, I was eating the candy cane, and the more I got into it, the worse it got. When I snapped it in half, I literally almost threw up. The smell was almost unbearable. So I'm changing my mind and giving it a -8 out of 10. Do not buy these candy canes. I repeat, do not buy these. But since it's a Christmas special, and because you guys liked my candy cane reaction last time, I figured I'd do another one this time. So today I have Oreo candy canes. It comes in a blue box and has the Oreo logo on it, obviously. If you can imagine, it has the black and white swirls on it. And I'm just hoping that it tastes 10 times better than the ones I had last time. So, I'm going to give my review. Gotta crack it to make sure it doesn't smell bad. So, it does smell like, especially on the box, it smells like an Oreo, and it should. But it's like a cookie. I mean, it's not a cookie, but you know what I'm saying, like, it actually tastes decent, and the taste and the smell are pretty much just like the Oreo cookie. So I actually do enjoy this flavor over the mac and cheese and rotisserie chicken. But yeah, it's not bad at all. So the next flavor I have is a Swedish fish candy cane. Unlike the Oreo one, this one I'm expecting to actually taste better, just because, you know, most candy canes are like, you know, sweet. But this one comes in a yellow and blue box, pretty much just like the label or the wrapping on an actual Swedish fish. But anyways, it comes in this darker red and red colors. And I'll give this one a try. So, doesn't smell anything. So this tastes exactly like a Swedish fish. It's not chewy like the Swedish fish, obviously, but it does like have that flavor of what a Swedish fish should have. These are good. These are a lot better than the chicken one and 10 times better than the mac and cheese one. But these taste just like a Swedish fish. So, I would strongly recommend these any other day over the ones I've had. But if you're not really wanting to change candy canes or go to a different flavor, just stick with the original peppermint ones. Those just give you the true Christmas spirit, or it's truly a Christmas item, I should say. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this 2 pieces of weird news. And I hope you enjoyed the show. This is my final show, but I just got to finish off in classic. Join us next time when we go over and talk about weird news that make you go, wait, what? But until next time, this is Brody Frost signing off. Merry Christmas.
Hello, one and all. It is I again, film fan Dylan. This episode will be very special considering it will be our last, and I thought we'd close it out on a happy subject, Christmas. Now, honestly, I'm not someone who gets the most excited over the Christmas season. It's fine, but the thing is that it's the busiest and most expensive holiday, and sometimes it can get all very overwhelming. And along with that, it produces a lot of, in my opinion, disposable Christmas content. There are countless Hallmark and Lifetime Christmas movies that use the same 3 plots over and over again. Other Christmas movies are sappy and make everything seem so wonderful and magical. Suffice to say, there's a limited number of Christmas movies I would say I'm a big fan of. And the 3 movies I'm going to talk to you about today are movies that you've surely heard before and most likely seen, but they all involve some sort of violence, suffering, and displays of sociopathic behavior if you really look into them, which in my opinion makes them pretty great. The first film I talk about, there is no doubt you've seen or even just heard of before. I'm talking about Home Alone.
When the McAllister family left on their Christmas vacation,
Did we miss the flight? No, you just made it.
they forgot one small thing.
Have yourself
I have a terrible feeling. Did you lock up?
let yourself be light.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
Mm-hmm. What else could we be forgetting?
Our troubles will be ours.
Kevin!
Home Alone.
Police in the northern suburbs are on the lookout for a pair of burglars who are calling themselves the Wet Bandits.
We know that you're in there.
It's Santa Claus and his elf.
Get off my property.
This is my house. I have to defend it.
Where's your mother?
My mom's in the car.
Where's your father?
He's at work.
What about your brothers and sisters?
I'm an only child.
Where do you live?
Can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because you're a stranger.
He's a kid. I mean, what can a kid do to us?
Kids are stupid. I know I was.
You still are, Marv.
This is it.
I don't care if I have to get out on your runway and hitchhike. I am going to get home to my son.
Yes! Where are you, you little creep? I'm gonna kill that kid! Why'd you take your shoes off?
Why do you dress like a chicken?
Gus Polinski, Polka King of the Midwest. If you have to get to Chicago, we'll gladly drive you.
Hey, guys.
Yesterday, he was just a kid. But tonight, he's a home security system.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
From John Hughes,
You know, I got a feeling this is going to be your best Christmas ever.
a family comedy without the family. Home Alone.
Are you here all alone?
I'm 8 years old. You think I'd be here alone? I don't think so.
Directed by Chris Columbus, coming November 16th.
Home Alone is the story of Kevin McAllister, an 8-year-old outcast and his family. After an argument with his family, leading for Kevin to wish that his whole family would just disappear, his wish actually comes true when his family forgets him at home on their vacation to France. While his family, especially his mother, panics all throughout the movie to get back to Kevin, Kevin has the time of his life, having the house to himself, leading him to do whatever he wants. However, when 2 notorious burglars plan to ransack his house, it's up to Kevin to protect his home from these invaders through well-placed traps. Comedic violence ensues, and realistically, these burglars sustain injuries that at least should put them in critical care, if not potentially kill them. Starring Macaulay Culkin, Daniel Stern, and Joe Pesci, Home Alone is a delight for both its cartoony elements and how it captures the real feelings of what it'd be like for a kid to be stranded all by himself at home. Both the ups and downs of it all. Home Alone is an all-time classic, and if you haven't seen it, get on it with this Christmas season already. Go watch it. Now I'll go from a house with no one in it to a house that is packed with the whole family and more. with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
To be jolly, fa la 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 la. After vacationing across America and throughout Europe,
Take it, Russ.
this holiday season, the Griswolds are going to play it safe.
Clark, we're stuck under a truck.
Oops. They're staying at home.
I give you the Griswold family Christmas tree.
Hope you're not getting sap all over your sweater, Clark.
All Clark wants is a quiet, old-fashioned Christmas.
Sorry. Got a little knot here. You can work on that.
What he's going to get is the gift that keeps on living.
Merry Christmas.
His family.
We didn't come to impose.
Oh, hell, there's plenty of room.
Do you sleep with your brother? Do you know how sick and twisted that is, Mom? Well, I'm sleeping with your father.
Have you got a kiss for me?
You better take a rain check on that, Art. He's got lip fungus they ain't identified yet.
But no holiday could ever be more deeply touching.
We were gonna call, but Eddie wanted to make it a surprise.
If I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
We're really gonna fly down the hill with this stuff.
So genuinely moving.
Can I refill your eggnog for you? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere, leave you for dead?
More truly uplifting.
Can I show you something?
I was just browsing.
Or more down to earth.
Merry Christmas!
If Santa is smart, he'll stay well clear of this joint. It's a death trap.
Than Christmas with the Griswolds.
Everybody come out quick, look at the lights!
They want you to say grace.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
This year, let Chevy Chase light up your holidays. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That thing had 9 lives. She just spent them all.
You crack up.
Christmas Vacation stars Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold. Family Christmas takes place at his house this year, and it's up to him and the rest of his family to host. How well does that go? Not well. Not well at all. The pursuit of an enjoyable Griswold family Christmas is met with roadblock after roadblock, with problems stemming from Clark's road rage to Cousin Eddie coming to visit. It's a relentless gauntlet for the Griswolds to overcome every obstacle and make this Christmas one to remember. I think it's safe to say that not only is it my favorite National Lampoon movie, but it might objectively be the best one in general. I mean, how many of you have seen the newer National Lampoon movies? I thought not. And last but not least, we end this with my favorite Christmas movie, A Christmas Story.
In this modern age, too many people have lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas.
Mom! Hush! Shut up, Ralphie!
So now, in the spirit of the original,
Me to you! Stop!
traditional, American Christmas,
Thanks a lot!
MGM presents A Christmas Story.
Dancing through the snow.
Uncle.
For the field we go. Laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring. Each spirit smile. What fun it is to ride and sing. Ho, ho, ho. The sleighs on tonight. Oh, oh, oh.
Fragile. That must be Italian.
I think that says fragile, honey.
A Christmas Story.
Come on!
The movie that pulls off Santa's beard. And unwraps the secrets.
Didn't I get a tie this year?
Of the original, traditional,
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
100% two-fisted, red-blooded.
It's smiling at me.
All-American Christmas. A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story is is a story about Ralphie, played by Peter Billingsley. The film centers around Ralphie's experiences coming up to Christmas Day. More desperately than anything else, he wants to get a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas, and does everything he can to relay that message to everyone, only to be met with the same answer over and over again. You'll shoot your eye out. Accompanied with this are other situations, including tongues stuck to poles, confronting bullies, and swearing in front of his parents for the first time, and so much more. To this day, A Christmas Story remains one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Don't be fooled by the initial wholesome appearance of the film. While the main character is a kid in elementary school, the humor transcends that age groups, and it's hilarious for everyone, in my opinion. A Christmas Story not only stands as my favorite Christmas movie, but one of my favorite movies of all time. And with that, tis will be my final broadcast, unfortunately. Farewell to all, and watch some good movies now. See ya.